We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve the beauty.
Hey, you, what's the deal? Popping up in here, wanna have a good time, just trying to chill. When I couldn't help but notice I was staring at.
My name is Chrissy Alexander. I want to share my story about my weight loss surgery. I had a vertical sleeve gastrectomy on June the 24th, 2016. For years, I researched about the weight loss surgeries and was like, oh, I really want to do it. I would always get fearful about it. I never really took the steps to put it in motion. In October of 2015, it's like I was thinking about it once again, and my cousin had the surgery and he lost like 300 pounds, and I saw him and I was like, okay, that's my motivation. I started getting information from him. I made an appointment to get a consultation, and I used Dr. John H. Alexander out of Dallas. So I went and did that, and there was a series of other tests you had to do. I got my EGD, which they go in and put a scope in your stomach. I got that on November 1st, 2016. And then following that, I had like a stress test, the ultrasound, where they want to look at your veins in your legs and arteries and all that kind of stuff. And the stress test was, you ride a bicycle and you do the breathing in and out. But I also had to go see a nutritionist, and that took 3 months. I finished that on April 6th exactly. So I got my approval in May of 2016, and I was like super duper happy and kind of fearful at the same time. So then you know how the enemy works. Then there was obstacles. I go to the library one morning to make copies for church. I got up from my seat and I don't even know how I fell, but I fell. Fractured my ankle a week before my surgery. This big boot on my leg and all of that. So kind of got past that obstacle, and then the day before my surgery, on a Thursday, in my master bedroom in my house, the pipe busted under the cabinet and my house flooded. I was like, not doing the surgery, Mom. I'm just not doing it. Nope, I'm not. And my mom was like, oh yes you are. So we had to get all that taken care of, soaking up water, pulling up carpet, putting dryers out. So we had to go to a hotel that night. Didn't sleep all night. Had to be at the hospital at 5:30 in the morning. So then did all that waiting, and my surgery started at 9. And that was like, I didn't know that it was gonna be like totally a new lease on my life. Being an emotional eater, that started early on, like when I was like 6-7 years old. And that, I think my parents, with the physical and emotional things that were going on with them, that had a great effect on me. So that was one of the main reasons why I would overeat. Like, food was a comfort for me. And so it started then, and it just went on and on and on. And then when I had my oldest daughter, we were in the military. My husband was in the Army, and I started taking the Depo-Provera shot. And before that, I was probably like a size 12. And then in 3 months, it's like I was like the Incredible Hulk. I was like, I couldn't fit in any of my clothes. My hormones are all over the place. I was either really mad or crying, and still it's like, to me, the shot made you want to eat more. Like, and I was like a junk food. Like, chocolate it would give me life, okay? My go-to foods were like gummy bears, Twizzlers, Skittles, burgers, fries, ice cream, cookies. I could live off of that. I mean, and not really eat anything else. I would drink like 6 32-ounce drinks a day, like the big from 7-Eleven, QT. Yeah, that was me. And just being overweight, like after I lost the weight, I it was hard just being overweight, getting in and out of the shower and getting in and out of the car. But people would always say, well, you're always up on ladders and doing this and that. I guess I was pretty limber, but it was hard. All that was hard. Not wanting to go anywhere because you feel like people are looking at you because you're overweight. Not even wanting to go to the gym. When I would get a gym membership, I wouldn't finish it out because it's like I just wanted to be at home in my room, my fortress. My bedroom was my fortress. The doctors, my mother would tell me the weight is unhealthy, and I would have successes in losing weight, 20 to 25 pounds, and then the motivation would be gone and I would gain it back. I even joined Weight Watchers, lost like 20 something pounds, and I would gain back double or triple. Then I would get, again, depressed over that. So it was just an ongoing cycle for years. I think I've been overweight for probably 15, 20 years. I'll say ever since 1995. So the day of my surgery, had my surgery, came out, was in so much pain. The gas pains were like, oh my God. And of course, dry heaving, not having anything to throw up because you've been on the liquid diet for 2 weeks before the surgery because they want you to lose 20 pounds. So something about your liver, the size of your liver, so it would shrink, so it wouldn't be any complication with that. I have to be honest, I didn't take my supplements as I should. And I have paid for that. Just you get bruises on your legs and stuff when you're not taking your supplements. It can affect your eyes. My electrolytes were always off all the time, having to take, extra supplements for that. And B12 is really important. Your B12, your multivitamin, iron, and all that. So now I'm on track with that, taking that. And there's some days when I still don't really feel like eating, but I try to eat something, get my protein in. Weight loss surgery was like God sent. It was like a dream come true. I would dream like that I was a size 12 again, or even smaller, that I was dancing. It was always a dream I would have. So it's an answered prayer, dream come true. So always remember, dreams do come true. But you have to tap into it and you have to do the work. It's not easy. In the last 2 years, I have learned so much about me and that I was worth fighting for. I found out that God doesn't make junk. You know how people say that? Like we're God's masterpiece. We're the hands and feet of God. So he works through others. So he came in the form, for me, of my sister, Rita. So dear to my heart. And she showed me how to go to the source, which is God, how to tap into it. I had to go deep within myself to heal. In about 2007, I went to counseling, and the counselor told me that I had pounds of like hurt and anger just from my childhood and things like that. My mom was a very strong woman, raised me with morals and respect, just my hero, like a strong woman. It was all about my 2 daughters, my husband, my mom. I would be like, do things that I wanted to say no but couldn't say no, and that would keep me all stressed out. Just the weight itself is like, it holds you captive, like you're in this dark dungeon that, I don't know, it's just a dark place to be. People don't see your heart or the real you. They just look at the outer. That's what they see, and they judge you on that, which that's hard. Growing up younger too, I had low self-esteem. That's something I have dealt with for years. And I thought I loved me, but I found out that I didn't. But my sister and also her husband, they showed me like God. We did Bible studies together, praying together. I listened to Maya Angelou, and she said there's a place that we should all have where you know, nobody can go but just God, just you and God. And that means you have to tell people, like, enough is enough, and forgive others, but you don't have to forgive them and still deal with them. Like, forgive them and move on. Like, just learning about myself, learning to want to spend time with me, love me. I didn't used to even want to look at myself in the mirror. I didn't even like me. I would avoid every mirror that I could, and now I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, girl, look at you.
That girl fine though.
Yeah, thicker than a Snicker. What I do is I have pictures of before and after, and I keep those and made a little collage that I look at them, because I'm not going back to that place, to that dark pit. I'm not going back there. So maybe that's something you ladies or men could do if you decide to have the weight loss surgery. I go walking around the elementary school that's close to my home where I live. I go around about 8 times. I got a Fitbit for Mother's Day. Love it. You can track your drinking, your food journaling, your steps. Now my current weight is 241.6 pounds. I still need to lose about 66 pounds. That's my goal, and I'm determined to reach that goal. And I know I will, because with God, all things are possible. I went to, I called it Painting with a Twist. It's actually called Carefree Colors. That was me celebrating my Surgiversary. And so I love butterflies, and this is why. I have a poem. First, I'll read this quote by Maya Angelou. We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. And that's by Maya Angelou. And I have a poem titled The Butterfly. The butterfly is a symbol of metamorphosis and a transformation, the symbol of new life, letting go of old cycles and finding your true inner expression. The butterfly calls you to expand your awareness, spread your wings, and call forth your inner joy. Let go of limitations and expectations and free yourself to express your own beauty. It is the time of spiritual transition, a symbolic of moving from one phase of life to the next, reaching higher, reaching outward, leaving the safety of your cocoon, and finding your own place among the flowers of life. Allowing God to carry you forward to your goals and dreams. It's a time of self-discovery, a rebirth. The butterfly shows you the beauty within. And this is like my second born day. The first was when I gave my life to Christ, and this is my second born day of rebirth, the weight loss surgery. It's like I'm a brand new person. And as you know, the warrior within hears us say all the negative things about us. So I wanted to let you guys know that there's power in what we say, and be careful what you say about you. Remember, the enemy wants to shut you up and destroy you, but the way God has us set up, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. I love to sing too. I love to sing. So Romans 1:2 says, then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. It says that only then, that is after the renewing of the mind and not being patterned after this world, that we can know his good, pleasing, and perfect will. And that's God's will for us. Genesis 50:20 says, but as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, in order to bring it about as it is this day, to save many people alive. So I started to pray and ask God to show me why things happened and what he wanted me to learn from it. And that's something my sister taught me to tap into. And the enemy, as we know, attacks when we don't expect it, when everything's going well, when our guards are down. And so even when days are good and we're strong and we think we know or are aware of all the dark forces we fight against, in the spiritual realm we can't see that. So what do we do when you're under attack? You have to go to the source. And so the new me is a new creation, which is 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old is past, and behold, the new is come. So the old me has passed away. That old girl she's gone. I want to be a blessing to you guys by sharing my story. And to be a blessing is more than just being polite or saying someone sneezes and you say, oh, bless you. We bless others when we bring them to the one who's the source of the blessing, which is God. And so that is my story. And my story isn't over. Bye.
Hey, you, what's the deal? Popping up in here, wanna have a good time, just trying to chill.